Hi guys, welcome to Coding Ambitions. Today we will be discussing about Fleet. So Fleet is the next generation IDE by JetBrains. So it is a very good IDE for multi-platform development. Though you can do the Kotlin multi-platform development in Android Studio as well. So if you see on Kotlin multi-platform documentation, the recommended IDs they have recommended if you want the best Kotlin multi-platform development experience, we recommend using JetBrains Fleet. So Fleet is the recommended ID, right? According to them. So it has very cool features like supporting the navigations between the cross-platform files, different languages like Kotlin and Swift files. So those are cool features. So we'll be discussing about few things about this. So first of all, how you can install it. So for installing it, you need to set up the Toolbox app. So once you will download it, then you can find it here, like whatever you want to install. This is the Toolbox app. There are many available IDs here. So it is the complete package. It provides all IDs. We can update, install whichever ID you want, right? So I have already installed this, but you will be finding it somewhere here, like then clicking on install and then it will be installed, right? That is the way of installing it. So and that is the first thing. And now let's coming back to their homepage. So what they say about this: currently it is free to use during public review. Currently it's in public review, it's not stable yet, right? That is the very important point. So if you see, built from scratch based on 20 years of experience developing IDs. So the developers who have developed it are the most experienced developers developing which are developing IDs, right? 20 years it matters, right? So they know everything about which are the pros cons of the IDs, which are the things they need to consider for Kotlin multi-platform. So all those things they have crafted into this ID, right? So these are the things, few things like smart ID and the different languages. It connects with space, remote machine, Docker, all other things. And then can it supports the different languages, right? So these are the basic things. But like the main thing which I liked about it is, if you see, so let me just give open the ID as well. Yeah, so this is the if you go back, this is the home page, how it looks like. This is the one project which I have already downloaded from the kmp.jetbrains.com. If you remember, that is the Kotlin multi-platform wizard. So here you can download the projects for the Kotlin multi-platform development. That is the recommended way. So if you download that project and open it, then it will be doing the scanning, processing, all other things, right? So then once it will be ready, you can just build and running the apps, and it is very easy like running the apps. It provides all the configurations here. So let's importing it. Let it import the Gradle project. Then I will try to run it and see. And so I will show you how we can navigate between files as well. If you will see, that is really cool feature which I like most about this. Though we don't need to make any changes in these files very frequently, but still if we need to do any changes, we were using the Xcode there, but now we don't need to use that. But still Xcode is needed for building these because these iOS app is being built by the Xcode. So that is still needed, but not for this editing purpose, right? Only for the build purpose, right? But we don't need to. So basic thing is like we don't need to open that for this editing purpose. So though you need Xcode for building purpose, but that will be used internally, right? But you will not have to switch between the IDs. Like if we need to make any little small change here, you will go to the Xcode, all those things. So you don't need to do those now, right? So that is also the one of the features. And second one is if I go here, suppose this is the Kotlin file from the Kotlin. If you go here, it will be providing the direct navigation between Swift and Kotlin. You can move from Swift to Kotlin. That's awesome feature of this. That is the main feature like developers will be liking. It will be making the ease of the navigating between the Kotlin and Swift file. That is also the cool feature, right? So while targeting iOS app, so it provides debugging and navigation, refactoring, all other features like it provides, like the Xcode provides. If you're working with the Xcode, not all the features will be provided here, but still many features, main basic things like debugging, refactoring, navigation with Kotlin files, all those things will be provided here. That is the cool feature. I liked it most, right? So this one is the one feature, and if you see, let's suppose we try to run it, just simple app, Android, iOS. Let's just run it, iOS app. If you see, it's running. So let's try to do a little bit debugging here. Suppose we are here. If we set breakpoint here, if you see, and if we run it, let's just debug it, right? Debugger attached to process. So if we see, where is the debugger attached? Yeah, here it is. It took a little bit time, but now it appears. So you can see now it is the debugger attached here. So it's first coming here. Then let's see if we move it, rerun, step over, step into, step out, right? If let's resume it again, it will go here. Now let's say want to step into the code, so we can go there as well. If you see, from this Swift file it moved to this Kotlin file. It makes debugging really easy, right? Even if we go here and I set some breakpoint here, and if I again step into that file, let's resume it, and it will be coming here as well in the compose code as well. That's really cool feature of this like Fleet IDE. So this is another feature, and that's it. And so these are some cool features of the Fleet IDE. So Fleet is the future of Kotlin multi-platform development, and let's discuss few other things as well. So currently they are saying it is in the public preview and it is free to use during public preview, right? So what will happen about once public preview is over, right? So if you see, this is the licensing and pricing. We are still working on our final pricing and licensing for Fleet, right? They are still working on the pricing. This is not decided yet. It will be a commercial product available on a subscription basis, similar to that of our other IDEs, with fair pricing that reflects. Let's hope the pricing will be fair enough. And if you see hobby and education, for this it will be free, and for professional it will be paid. Yeah, that is the one thing. And so this is about the Fleet. If you want to do the Kotlin multi-platform development, I would recommend it, using it. I've also started using it in my some of the projects. So this is really cool. And so that is about this JetBrains Fleet IDE, right? So I hope you guys have liked the video. You have learned something new, and you will be using maybe you will be preferring the JetBrains Fleet from now on for Kotlin multi-platform development. So if you like the video, you can please like, share and comment on it. And you can, if you are new to my channel, you can subscribe. So I will see you in the upcoming video. Till then, bye bye, take care, have a great time, keep coding.